lacking symmetry. Enemy inside of me, believing I'm not fit to be the person with the perfect purpose, non-existent entity. Savage of this brain feels there wasn't birth on earth.
Hi everyone, welcome back to another episode of Rapper and a Rookie. We're your hosts.
I'm Casey, KingCanada.
And I'm Laura the Rookie. So we have some returning guests this week, and I think someone who actually hasn't been on the show at all. But we'll get into it because I'm not sure.
No, they all been on the show.
They all have been?
Yeah.
Okay. But yeah, so the first one is SLIGHTtONE with Astronaut. This is the artist that made the movie, the zombie movie.
Yeah.
And so it looks like he's now switching up the theme. That's awesome. So yeah, that's pretty much all I
you know.
yeah.
Yeah, well, he released this a while ago.
Okay.
This is on his SoundCloud from years ago, I think he was telling me. But yeah, he did the zombie movie. He has another short film zombie movie that's like 9 minutes, 8 minutes long that we will be reacting to for Patreon eventually in the future.
Cool.
So that's going to be awesome. But yeah, SLIGHTtONE, Astronaut. I really don't know anything about the song either.
Yeah.
You just sent it to me. Thank you for becoming a Patreon. And yeah, we're going to run it. It's going to be weird hearing them without Dodge None.
Yeah,
it's been a while.
Yeah, they've been a duo. Where I thought they were a group.
Yeah, part of the Zombies soundtrack. But this is not part of the Zombie soundtrack or the movie soundtrack. This is something totally different. So SLIGHTtONE, Astronaut, let's go.
Let me show you something. All these devoted to marijuana records, a reefer smoker, and a marijuana addict. Here is the most tragic case. Yes, I remember.
So high as an
Just
astronaut.
a young boy. Under the influence of the drug, he killed his entire family with an axe. Here is an example.
Trotting along and I've been following the northern lights. Plus they say the grass is greener on the other side. A bag of weed make me fall back and subside. So every time I get that feeling like fuck life, I'm high as a ceiling. Then I become polite, smooth like the melody, the transformation. I'm engraved like graffiti at your local substations. A little bit of love mixed with concentration. Weed enthusiasts, what an obligation. As long as the doobie hits, I stay in rotation. A sour tea and blue dreams beyond faded. It might take a minute, but I'll solve the equation. The limitations I'm getting faded, they're demonstrated. Reciprocated, I'm devastated, eliminated. Shout out to my boy up the street who supply it. You keep me down to earth like the Jolly Green Giant. This is going out to those who smoke a lot. Past the blunt of brown, seen the hope a lot. I told my mama one day I'll be an astronaut. So I'm lifting out the galaxy, I'm past the stars. This is going out to those who smoke a lot. Past the blunt of brown, seen the hope a lot. I told my mama one day I'll be an astronaut. So I'm lifting out the galaxy, I'm past the stars.
Oh shit, he's doing like harmonies there, kicking in,
That's
pausing there. But
cool.
what a hook that was.
Yeah.
That's awesome. But that's that little breakdown he did when he did the harmonizing in the middle of his verse. Man, that was fucking awesome.
That was, yeah, I love the harmony part of it. It was just like a very like old R&B feel.
Yeah.
And I love that type of sound, and you can tell it sounds like different, but it's not a bad difference.
I know, it doesn't even, like, if I was to click this, I wouldn't think it would be SLIGHTtONE.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, I agree. So it's like he has many different faces, which is kind of cool. And I'm liking this one so far. It's it's another weed song, so it's another nice chill one. There was a lot of
hitting 420 soon, so
right? We should almost do like a 420 episode of all the episodes of the
well, 420
marijuana.
I think is on Easter Sunday, and we're not doing an episode that Sunday, guys. Just to let you know, we got our kid and we have Easter, so you know, even God rested on the seventh day. I'm not comparing myself to God.
But I'm pretty close. Yeah, no, it's a very nice, relaxing song so far. Very, even the imagery is just fun, eh? Like,
oh, you see him with the weed and smoking it, and I love it. It's like I told Mama I'd be an astronaut.
Yeah, I'm sure she's so proud. No, no, but this is a really great song. It's very, very relaxing, and it puts me in a good mood, and it's exactly what I would hope for in a weed song.
Yeah, and right before we hit pause after the hook, I heard a little like kind of harmonizing coming in, so we're gonna rewind just a bit, and then we're gonna get back into it.
astronaut. So I'm lifting out the galaxy and past the stars. You happen to come across me, you get better in my zone. I've been smoking in my basement like the 70s show. I put it on the front line, I'm never in denial. Now they wanna ridicule your boy for a smile. I'm easy going.
I love that 70s show, man. So good shout out. Can't smoke in my basement anymore, but I wish I could. Alright, back into it.
Going while being loaded, the reefer quoted. Peace and motion, no beef, and opponents don't condone it. Like, oh man, you playing this, huh? The weed is creeping like tarantulas. You start to feel it, like
that.
Damn, that's tough. Like, what the fuck they put inside this plant? I'm in love. I never fell off, I lost my faith. I call it Kellogg's, peak the frosted flakes. And now we well off, yo, that's all it takes. A low puff, pass, fix to be on the way. So lime bright be my highlight of the day. But life gives you lemons, supposed to make lemonade. This is going out to the...
I love that, creeping on like tarantulas, when he did that,
Yeah,
the
that's
creepers.
so true though.
Yeah, creeper weeds.
Yeah, oh boy. They can really hit you like a ton of bricks.
Yeah, big time. It just totally creeps out. And you're like mentioning weed names throughout the song too. I've heard like the Purple Haze reference. He said some other ones. Lemonade is a type of weed. He said the Frosted Flakes. I might have smoked every single one of those strains.
I was just gonna say, like, how do you even know? Like, there are literally so many freaking names for all the different strands.
Well, for us now, we buy them. Like, you just order.
No, I know,
yeah.
but even still, it's like, even like when you used to get it from your guy.
Yeah, it would just be what your guy told you.
I get that, but there's like so many names and so many random things to like. It's so true when he was talking about earlier how I can't remember exactly the bars he was talking about, but it was something like it's relaxing and intricate all at once.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember because you were telling me the process of what it would take to even grow if you really wanted to.
Yeah.
And it's like a science. It's intense.
I had a whole book on it when I did it, like
A whole book.
Oh yeah, the thing was like fucking like huge, and it'd tell you like the light cycles and the chemical, or not the chemicals, like the what's the thing?
The nutrients?
Yeah, nutrients, everything that it needed.
What's the thing that we
what,
need?
like
and
pH levels, everything had to be like what nutrients you bought, everything. It was insane. It was a hell of a, so much fun though, and like trial and error, because first few times, you know, died, but then
died.
yeah, but then one batch came in, kinda. It turned out nice. But yeah, man, he's just like crushing this weed feel.
I love his melody too. He's got a very like
I know this stuff.
soothing voice. I'm hoping that I can hear that more. Like I love both, but it's just like he can pull this off really well.
Yeah, I'm very surprised. Everything I've worked with SLIGHTtONE even. We've reacted to quite a few of his now, and usually it's that.
Rock.
Yeah, darker, rocky, horrorcore
Yeah.
kind of vibe, and this is cool hearing like this side of you. And I know you have a lot of songs like this, but it's the first one you actually sent for us to react to.
And I like it.
But yeah, I'm loving it. It makes me want to smoke a joint right now. All right, let's go.
Make lemonade. This is going out to those who smoke a lot. Past the blunt of brown, seem to hope a lot. I told my mama one day I'll be an astronaut. So I'm lifting out the galaxy and past the stars. This is going out to those who smoke a lot. Past the blunt of brown, seem to hope a lot. I told my mama one day I'll be an astronaut. So I'm lifting out the galaxy and past the stars.
You guys know what that song's about?
Yeah.
It's about aliens. We're the aliens, man. We're the savages. Oh man, they were way into that type of stuff. But you know what? Behind every good man, there's a woman. And that woman was Martha Washington, man. And every day George would come home, she'd have a big fat bowl waiting for him, man, when he'd come in the door, man. She was a hip lady, man. And she was real cool too. She'd harvest the crops, man. That's what I'm talking about. She'd put in the bushels and stuff and sell it, you know, because they had to, you know, make ends meet and stuff. I mean, did you ever look at a dollar bill, man? There's some spooky stuff going on a dollar bill, man. I mean, and it's green too.
I'm so elevated, touch the sky. 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 I'm so elevated, touch the sky.
It's rave alive.
Astronaut by SLIGHTtONE. First, the production on that was absolutely incredible. That sounded so good. Like I said, from your ad-libs with the high in the sky to the girl coming in at the end on the hook, like at the end here. And
I wonder what that little clip is from.
I don't know, but that was funny. Every good man has a good wife. When he gets home, she has a bull pack for him.
I guess that's today's day and age. Rather than having a beer and like dinner ready, it's like to have a bowl and maybe some
have a
snacks.
bowl packed and if you didn't smoke it already. No. That was awesome.
What a nice song.
That just like vibed me out.
You could tell that he's like into production, as you said, because he loves bringing in other media, and that seems to be like a signature move for him, which he does it really well, because sometimes I find it can like pull you out of the song, but not this. It's a very smooth.
Yeah, it was.
Like you're passing a joint, just smoking, having a good time.
You said that too. I think everyone we've heard he has incorporated, like especially the zombie flicks. There's like, incorporated like clips from zombie movies.
Yep.
This one, I don't know where that clip was incorporated from, but that was cool.
Yeah, I'm curious. It sounds like it'd be like a little fun thing to watch, you know?
Yeah, we're planning to work on something where it's going to incorporate clips from something we really like. I won't announce it just yet, so we'll save that, but that's going to be fun.
Yep.
So, shout out SLIGHTtONE, man. This was totally different than what I'm used to hearing from you. Like you said, we're used to that rock, fast, hard, like style. This is very light and easy and just like mellowed me out to start like vibed out.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that either. It's a very nice relaxing song.
Yeah, I'll be putting it on when I'm smoking my joint after this episode because, you know. But yeah, shout out SLIGHTtONE, Astronaut, man. Thank you for being a Patreon. We really appreciate it. Dope ass song. Mix was perfect, production was perfect. And just a good fun weed song.
Yeah, really relaxed.
Yeah. Alright guys, we're going to go through the next track of the episode. Alright, for the next track guys, we got Dyception, who is back as well. Another supporter for Patreon, all that fun stuff. Thank you very much, man. I think you sent in a track before, and then you sent this one in because you're like, I've been hearing all the storytelling tracks on your show lately. He's like, so I figured now I want to send a little bit of a storytelling track. This is called New Kid. The first one we listened to was Patience. A couple weeks back there, or a week ago for an episode.
Okay.
But I'm assuming this is off his album or EP, Painting Pictures, from the cover art here.
Yeah, what a trippy. It almost looks like the cover art reminds me of the Goosebumps series.
Oh yeah, it does actually. That's a good call.
Yeah.
So yeah, Dyception, we're happy to have you back. This is your second go around on the show. We're gonna have a lot more of you for your support, and we appreciate it. And this is called New Kid. So Dyception, New Kid, let's run it.
Always was the new kid, full of angst, trying to make the shoe fit. Thought I was making friends, wound up looking stupid. I was always too shy, too quiet, I'm a nuisance. When I'm alone and the dust settled, did they like me, yes or no, on some rose petals? Sit in silence but my soul bellows, tugging on my heartstrings like a bass cello. Philly to Washington, then on down to Tampa. Parents couldn't make it work, couldn't set that example. Couch surfing and cheap roofs, we always were a hassle. But mama was a queen, turning apartments into castles. Too young to understand how she was stretching $1. Dinner from a box, whatever the church had to offer. In the fall they'd host a fair to bring their sons and their daughters. Waiting in the parking lot for 3-armed bands to fall off of.
Right away. Holy shit, that beginning with that, how you added that extra reverb in that intro, and just like, did that ever hit? And being the new kid, and you know, but also respecting like your mom struggling to turn the best line, turn the apartment into a castle.
I love that line because that goes to show that even if you're a parent, like even now when you have a kid, like you want to try to provide like and give them a better life than like what you had. But in their eyes, like it doesn't take much for, you know, them to idolize you and to have good memories. And so I'm so happy that was that he had that with his mom. Like,
he sees it, like you said, like it's hard, like you know, for being a parent, being life, and like especially today's age. Well, even back when we were kids, and like how you respect and you acknowledge that, like. I love that line. That was so good, man. Turn the apartment to cow. I fucking love that line. The more I think about it, I'm like, woo, that's so good. And like how you respect that, and you know she tried her best to stretch every dollar to provide for you guys. You know, I kind of had the same upbringing. I had the clothes on my back with my dad when we first left. Lived in my grandma's basement for years and years until he worked his fucking ass off every day. Non-stop, where I didn't see him a lot, but like he built money to give me, like as I grew older into high school, like he got a house, he got another house, and yeah, it's just cool. I like it.
Even your mom, because like your parents are separated, right? Yeah,
my mom too is like busting her ass her whole life.
For you, and
yeah, I love both my parents. They separated when I was young, but just where they both came from and like the struggle, it's so real because neither one of my parents were rich. When I visited my mom, who was in either an apartment or a small place, and then she was always struggling for work, even though struggling for money, even though working 40 hours a week, 50. Like, it's crazy, and I love that line just because you showed respect to your mom on that.
I also love the line too because for me it's like such a cool imagery because I'm picturing like an apartment building, and you know how there's like rows of doors, and then all of a sudden you go into the apartment, it's like Narnia, and the whole thing like expands, and it's like a whole new world, and it's just like a very like nice, comforting feeling, you know. And that's one thing I would hope that like our kids would take, is that we would try to give them everything we can, you know.
And when we were kids, like living in that, or like living in my grandma's basement, or living in apartments, it did feel like a castle to us. Like that was our home, that was our. Yeah. You didn't really think much of it until like he's talking about being the new kid at different schools and stuff. I was as well, getting bullied and shit. It would be only the other kids who had pointed out to you like you're poor. You know what I mean? Like you didn't like know that like until you got teased for it, kind of thing. Yeah. So. But yeah, showing respect, I love it. I love that line. Fuck, that was so good. All right, back into this.
For 3 arm bands to fall off another family, could see the hurt in her eyes. Right as we were about to quit, she was yelling surprise. Pulls the tape from her pocket, now we had the pass for the rides. Used her last couple of bucks so we could shoot for a prize. Little did I know I was destined to win. At the point of no return, I was dust in the wind. Took about 20 shots with the bend of the rim, but when I finally made it, another chapter began. Always was the new kid, full of angst, trying to make the shoe fit. Thought I was making friends, wound up looking stupid. I was always too shy, too quiet, I'm a nuisance. When I'm alone and the dust settled, did they like me, yes or no, on some rose petals? Sit in silence but my soul bellows, tugging on my heartstrings like a bass cello. Gary was a young man stepping up to the plate. Mom with 2 kids and now her menstrual was late. Shit's moving fast at a blistering pace. Things coming to light, he really wasn't his age. Anger turned to panic, needed somewhere to live. No money, no credit, so a trailer it is. Gunshots, cracks, rocks, neighbors down in a fifth. But mama wouldn't have it, she was throwing a fit. Went to my dad's on the weekend and goodbyes were a bummer. Survived the school year, it's now the heat of the summer. New kid for the 5th time, I had this pit in my stomach. Met some fucked up people that be switching the subject. Things started to settle, we were finally home. It always was a struggle, but we were holding our own. Neighborhood was better, had some freedom to roam. To make 6 years of memories I feel lucky to hold.
Jesus. That's so good. Like, man, you talked about this story. You're getting me emotional. It's kind of like reminding me of like all my parents' struggles and stuff. So I'm trying to hold it together. I love it. Absolutely. I don't know what to say. Like, I just absolutely love this. Being like you're really saying your story, and yeah, I feel like I got to know you a little bit.
Yeah, and
a lot.
Yeah.
No, this is really good.
It goes to show, though, it just takes like one strong person in your life to help you hold it together to become the person you are. Like, it sounds like your mom was just like your rock. Yeah. And
you never, like, what I'm loving about this, like, you know, you hear other artists who rap about this kind of stuff, like Eminem and stuff, but it's like the hatred towards the mom. you're showing no ill will towards like your mother of like how you're brought up, because it seemed at the beginning like the Greg guy came in and then shit started happening. She lived in the trailer, but you have like no blame on her, which is like I love it. It's so I just love hearing that.
I feel like how it should be, because like I feel like parents, like good parents, aren't looking out ways to make their lives harder, right? Mm-hmm. And so when they make a mistake, it's like they're still human and
not making it about them.
Yeah, and the parent isn't doing it on purpose just to like, well, maybe some parents are selfish, but those are the people who shouldn't be parents to begin with. But ones that really love you, like they're not going out of their way to just not listening to your feelings, or you know, like you said, having to move around, going into different schools, like that's hard. It's hard making new friends and like putting yourself out there every single time and
get shot down, and then when you finally do build it,
to like a hard family life, you know, and it just goes to show that he's probably a lot stronger than a lot of people even realize.
Yeah, I felt like off this track right now, like I just got to know you.
Yeah.
We've been talking for a bit. We reacted to some, like I get to know you. What a perfect title for this album or EP too. That the song's on Painting Pictures, because holy shit, you're painting one.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I absolutely love it. This is like incredible. It sounds so clean too.
Yeah, it's a cool storytelling song.
Yeah, it's so, you hear every word, you hear every line of the story. It's like somebody's reading you a book.
Yeah.
And you're seeing it. And you're seeing it, or you're reading a book yourself. I can't read, so I'm just kidding.
I went to too many schools, so I can't skip in English.
But yeah, incredible, man. I'm absolutely loving this.
Yeah.
Let's finish this off.
6 years of memories I feel lucky to hold. Always was the new kid, full of angst, trying to make the shoe fit. Thought I was making friends, wound up looking stupid. I was always too shy, too quiet, I'm a nuisance. When I'm alone and the dust settled, did they like me, yes or no, on some rose petals? Sit in silence but my soul bellows, tugging on my heartstrings like a bass cello. Mom getting sick, so bills ain't getting paid. I was out of school for weeks and barely past 9th grade. Moved out of nowhere, no foundation was laid. Up to Carolina and back, but we had nowhere to stay. We saved up just enough for a spot in the hood. 5 people, 2 rooms, but we did what we could. Picked up a lot of hours, yeah, they were working me good. Football, stress, and work, skipping school more than I should, but fuck. Teachers asked me where the hell I was at. I was 16, trying to play the role of brother and dad. Insurance didn't cover mom's bills, I'm fucking busting my ass. And last thing on my mind was some prerequisite class. I made a couple enemies when patience was thin. Got sick of the white jokes and the fighting began. A one-on-one scrap turned to getting jumped by 10. But I kept my mouth closed so my brothers weren't the new kids again. This wasn't the last time I was the new kid. Fucking tired, man, who cares if the shoe fits? No time for my friends, feeling pretty useless. I was always too busy, too tired, I'm a nuisance. Now I'm alone and that dust settled. Graduated online, crash course on my grade level. Getting close to the outcast like a street rebel. So much tugging on my heartstrings like a bass cello.
Well, damn.
Yeah, I'm holding back. My eyes are a little soggy.
That was incredible. I don't even know what to say. Yeah, I'm holding back too, so.
I feel bad that like this is like a normal storyline. Like I feel like, you know, so many people relate to it, and that sucks.
Couldn't afford the bills, you lose your home. We both like, yeah, that's just being the new kid. Like you keep moving, and then you're trying to step up for your brother. You said like I'm trying to be like a student, a brother, a dad. Like, oh my god, I'm talking about
the stress, like the mentality that you'd have to keep going, to keep doing that. But I can't. Like I can't imagine.
No, that was amazing. I don't know, that was incredible, bro.
I liked near the end too, where it was just like
he switched it.
Yeah, and it was just talking about like how he didn't care about fitting in anymore, and it's so true because like once you find out, I don't know, like you just realize what's more important.
Yeah. And did you ever hear the emotion in your voice? Yeah, I think that's why it hit me so hard as well. It's like I'm hearing it. It's like, it's almost like certain things you're saying, it's what I said to myself, you know? Like, it just, that hit home. That was really good, man. Tears almost fell out. That was awesome, bro. I don't know what to say. I'm going to keep saying that, but yeah.
Yeah, you took our breath away. Hopefully your next chapter is a lot easier. It goes
And
to
shout out to your mom.
Yeah, for raising like a good man, because obviously it goes to show that like you have to be someone pretty great to take on that responsibility, and I don't think everyone, especially at a young age, like just entering high school, I don't think a lot of people would be able to survive and pull through. So kudos to you.
And one of the things you said too that hit hard during that last verse is a 2-bedroom with 5 people. We just went through that.
Yeah.
Before we got this house, we lived in a little apartment.
Yeah.
We had our son, we adopted our nephew. Your dad passed when we took in your mom, me, you, 5 people, 2-bedroom. And once you said that ever hit, like, because it's so true. But like you said, you just made it work. You made it. It was still, I'm so happy I am to be out of there. It's like still made some good fucking memories.
Yeah, but I think that's part of what also made us a stronger family too. Like, I wouldn't change that. Like, I would change like obviously some of like the struggles, because who wants to go through that? But like, we worked really good as a family. And our communication was you know, it was just us to help us get through the next point. Yeah. And I think that's what makes your faith stronger, makes like your optimism lens stronger. Is knowing that you just have connections that you can fall back on to pull through.
And that's when you make it out, like how excited I was. Is my nephew now has moved out. He's 18, about to be 19. He got an apartment with his other cousin. But we took him in when he was, 12, I think, right? Yeah. And we were at an apartment, and the apartment was just supposed to be for me, her, and our son. And then, it kept building and building, and I always felt bad because he never had his own room, right? Yeah, even in his childhood growing up with his mom, and so never had his own room. We came here to give him, he had this basement. Originally, he's moved out, now, and, I just felt so happy to be able to give him that, so... But anyways, a little bit about us.
Back to that line of the parents, like I said, hopefully he took that from what his line was of, it lived in an apartment but turned it into a castle. It's crazy. It's crazy the magic that one person can do. Yeah. And the amount of love it can spread into your family, and it just affects them in a positive way. And I'm just happy that was the case for him, and hopefully it just keeps getting better.
He's doing his own life now, so Dyception with Patience, absolutely loved it. Send in more, man. We're gonna go on to the final track after maybe some tissues. All right, guys, we'll see you on the final track. Shout out Dyception. All right, we're on the final track of this episode. This episode has been very vibey. I don't know.
Very mellow.
Yeah, kind of just zoning out to the stories, to what's being told. Yeah. And now we're going to have Kofa 811, and I know his style, so this one's probably going to hit a little harder for this episode. Brookladelphian Freestyle. It's a dope-ass title because he's from Brooklyn. He lives in Philly now. I know this isn't mixed or mastered or anything. This was a quick little freestyle he did, so, mixing won't be done or anything. It could be done through his phone. I don't know. I haven't heard this yet. But Kofa 811, he has a lot of mixed songs on there. He just did this freestyle. Is one of the greatest, just hits those punchlines. Just hit those, if you guys haven't heard Now or Never, he's part of BTB Records, my label, so shout out Kofa 811. But you guys have time, check out Now or Never, J. Cole, myself, top 3 that I love. He did the Big Blood when we had him on this show with Obi-Wan.
Oh, shout out Obi-Wan. When I was originally at the beginning of this episode, I couldn't remember if he was on, but I was like, if it was maybe only one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Kofa 811 hits hard, man. Absolutely always love his music. I still play his songs daily, and haven't heard this, and I've been dying to hear it. So
he's like if you were to picture a UFC fighter, just always hitting the punches. I feel like that's Kofa with music.
So Brookladelphian, shout out Brooklyn and Philadelphia, and shout out Kofa 811. Let's go.
Lost some money at the casino, I want my shit back. Shiesty on, back on that shit, I need to get back. Selling drugs, a thing of the past, I let you flip that. Sit back, walk up on you like, let me get that. 20 bands in 20 minutes, I really did that. Caught a rapper, son lacking, turned it to a kidnap. The champ is here, 811 is Bizak. Big dog, these pussy niggas is kids ass. 36, but I'm still hungry, like I'm 17. Started getting money, North Philly, I was 17. Auntie put me on, so white, made hella green. Bitches on my dick, genuine, I'm in hella jeans. I'm so Brooklyn, at the same time, I'm so Philly. I'm Hov and Biggie, mixed with Beans and Gilly. My young boy kick doors down, he's so gritty. I'm at the back door with it, my nigga, no Diddy. Shout out to the Eagles, they had the biddy lit. I'm a Cowboys fan, but always on my Philly shit. I grind for mine, nobody give me shit, I'm selfish. If I go broke, no one gon' give me shit.
Yeah, I'm loving it already. Hitting hard. Like you said, man, he just punches.
Yeah.
I love that. The fucking no Diddy shit. And they say like I'm a mix of like Jay-Z, Boggs, Beans, and I forgot the other one. Biggie, Jay-Z, Beans, and from Philly and from Biggie.
Yeah.
I forgot the last one you said. Fuck.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Yeah, I love it.
Even like the line where it's just like 20 bands in 20 minutes. Ah!
Yeah.
I feel that because it's like, yeah, I can only imagine if that was the case. Like,
yeah.
Oh, your heart would just be like.
And I love how he's like, you know, I'm Brooklyn because you do a lot of songs like I'm Brooklyn,
Yeah.
I'm Brooklyn, now I'm Philly too. Like I love that.
So is Philly where he is now?
He's living now.
That's his current.
Yeah,
okay,
but he's from
born
Brooklyn.
And raised from Brooklyn.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah. All right, let's continue this. Shout out Kofa, loving it.
Go give me shit. These niggas want me to beg them. I'd rather hit a lick. I'm not a scammer. I walk up on you with the stick. I leave you flat in them bushes, right in the fucking wick. King of Brooklyn, the crown is in a fucking wick. Shout out Bushwick Projects,
Bush,
man.
yeah, Bushwick.
Niggas know what's up. 811. Can't forget my Philly niggas though.
Going to the Philly style now.
All day. North. Got started in Philly the day I left my mama house. Running around Kensington before that shit was zombied out. Before the fancy cars, everybody had the Bonnies out. It was time to spin. Motherfuckers brought them Johnnies out. Everywhere in North Philly, I sold.
Hey, pause. I want to say before we continue on that, I love how I just got like the breakup. This is the first half. This is what Brooklyn's even leading into, like the Philly. Even the beat kind of changed,
catch,
like
yeah.
like
Wow,
yeah.
good catch.
But yeah, I'm gonna rewind that a bit.
And you were saying stuff before, just so you know, I can't hear you. So
I'm saying it for the people, not
okay.
you. I'm saying it for the people. They
Yeah,
can
but
hear
you're
me.
looking at me, so I'm like, I don't know what you're saying.
No, because he's saying, and then I'll leave you in the bush, and Bushwick is a part of like New York.
Oh,
That's
okay.
but, yeah.
Again, I didn't know that.
Time to spin. Motherfuckers brought them Johnnies out. Everywhere in North Philly, I sold mini packs. Used to get consignment. I never gave a penny back. Torched every studio, spit flames on mini tracks. Take you out northeast, park you right in Penny Pack. 25th District, I was giving them hell. Ready Rock, more crack than the Liberty Bell. When it's a drought, I'm at your door, trying to dig in your well. Buy two and get one, I was getting them cells. Cheesesteak straight from the.
When it's a drought, I'm digging in your well. That's dope.
I didn't catch that.
Buy two and get one, I was getting them cells. Cheesesteak straight from the Chinos, fuck Genos. Getting pussy by the river after the casino. Badlands, I'm with the poppies, they call me Primo. Never lack, don't walk up on me, I got the Nino. This year, shit going down like plane crashes. Fuck the past, ain't gonna be crying like Dame Dashes. School of Hard Knocks, I passed, changed classes. Bitch ain't even real with herself, she changed asses. She wasn't speaking before, she wanna fuck now. Asking me what's up with the link soon as I touch down. Brooklyn next fitted on, she know I'm from Bucktown. And niggas show me love from Southwest to Uptown. Hey, I'm a Brookladelphian, man, it's that clear. Spent a lot of time in Philly, born and raised in Brooklyn. You know I always say, man, Brooklyn made me, Philly raised me. 718-215, I know my vibe. I remember I used to come back to the projects. I remember 16, I left when I was 14. I used to pop back up in the project. Niggas used to see me like, yo, you moving like a Philly nigga now. Like, what's up with the beard? Why you dressed like that? Nigga, I'm on bullshit, nigga. I remember I used to take my niggas from Philly to New York. I used to take my niggas from New York to Philly. You know, Brooklyn and Philly always had a thing, man. I'm a Brookladelphian, man.
I love that title. I love the title to Brookladelphian. That's so dope.
Yeah, very clever. And I like that one line where he's like, Brooklyn made me, Philly raised me.
Philly raised me, yeah.
That's so cool. That's like, I feel like I'm not trying to sound vanilla, but I feel like he can teach me so much, even just with like places and just everything in his slang. And there's some stuff I'm like, I don't know what that is.
Yeah. Oh, he definitely used a lot of New York and Philly slang throughout this freestyle.
Yeah, that's really cool.
That was dope, man. That was sick. I love the combination of the two. You got that Philly style added in with the Brooklyn style, and you're saying, you know, just the love you have for both cities. You don't always have to like rep one.
Absolutely.
And that was just sick. That was fun.
And then he was talking about
Kofa,
how
baby.
he moved out at 14 too. So it's like, I just want to say that I guarantee people who are like growing up in poverty or have to struggle a little bit, I guarantee that if you were to put them next to, like, let's say like the wealthy, and if it was like a competition, I guarantee they would prevail and persevere every single time, because it seems like every single one of them, I'm like, I don't know how you made it. Like, I don't understand how you kept going, like how you kept finding the energy to keep pushing. And it just goes to show, like, it creates like almost like warriors and soldiers, like, to be so strong to, like, I can't even fathom like moving out at 14. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, like you said, the streets kind of raised him at that point. And one thing I want to say, like, because he, you know, he went through his street phase and stuff like that, and he's all clean and stuff, went through his shit. He did, a lot of people fell for it too, and even myself, but I saw the post the next day and I knew, like, what it was. He did a post saying what he was doing wasn't cutting it. He's going back to the street life. Okay. And he was like, peace out. Like, he said that on Facebook. And then I realized what day it was. It was April Fool's. Oh. And then, yeah, he did a post after. He's like, I'm never going back to those fucking streets. You kind of got me there for a second. I read it. I was like, what? No, man, hit me up. Like, give me a chunk.
Let me talk to you for a second.
But yeah, man, Kofa 811, always bringing that hard-hitting New York style, mixed with some Philly in there.
He's so fun.
Yeah.
Like, his energy is just so big.
I know. Every time I just wait for it to. The Kofa, baby!
Yeah.
Shout out to you.
I'd be a little sad if he didn't do his little signature.
I have nothing but respect for you, man. You know, we have a history. You're part of the label. Nothing but love for you, man. I always love you and appreciate you. Great track, and we can't wait to get more into with your album that you're working on. A lot of reasons, I've said this before in episodes, I don't react to my label a lot is because I hear it all. Yeah. So it's not a first time listen. Usually songs I don't hear are the ones that are kind of unmixed and stuff.
That they just post without.
Yeah. So this is cool. I love reacting to the label, and I've been waiting for this one. So shout out Kofa 811. Shout out Dyception with New Kid. Incredible track. And shout out SLIGHTtONE for making me want to smoke a joint.
Yeah, very cool, like, very descriptive songs. Like,
very, yeah. Everyone played a story in my head.
It wasn't just like hitting bars. It's like they all had like a little tale to tell. And even this last track, I just want to say, Kofa, it's almost just like it was a little tour guide track. You know what I mean? Like, you know when you're on those big double-decker buses? And I'm just picturing Kofa just like, you know, like...
That cover art is sick too, the two bridges.
Yeah. But, it's really cool.
Yeah, man. Shout out to all you guys. Thank you very much.
Really
the Patreon members, like we always say, $2 sign up, artist priority, bonus content, a lot of fun stuff. Check it out. But this was a fun episode, guys. Thank you for tuning in. We'll be back on Sunday. Next Sunday, we will not be doing an episode. Like we said, it's Easter. And yeah, shout out to you guys.
Yeah, thank you for sending in your songs. This is a fun, relaxed episode, and I can't wait for more.
All right, guys. As always, we're your host. I'm KC, KingCanada.
And I'm Laura the Rookie.
We'll see you guys Sunday.
Take care. Bye.
You hook like Benzo, breaking all the beats, independent, filling all the seats, independent, summon all the heat, independent, BTB, we we are tremendous. Team on the rise, insurrection. Game will deny the insurrection. Crew has arrived, insurrection. Casey's time, an insurrection. Breaking all the